Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy daily schedule to check out the Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube page. We always greatly appreciate it. And yesterday you got two videos in one since my wife posted the video about her egging me. So hopefully you liked the additional video yesterday of seeing me get egged. And if you watched my video yesterday about me giving my Clemson, Georgia thoughts, then you know I've already said it's going to be a busy week here on the channel again. So please check out the videos every day, whether you're a baseball fan, basketball fan, football fan, wrestling fan, or NASCAR fan. We post videos every day. Today, coming up here in just a minute, I'm going to be doing my weekly Braves report for last week. And then coming up tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my weekly NASCAR review for all you NASCAR fans out there. And then Wednesday will be our top 10 countdown of the week. Now, I've got a few requests on what to do next, and I will try to get to them eventually. But I've made an executive decision to kind of go off course this week now that it's summertime, since next Monday is Memorial Day, which is the official kickoff of the summer season. We're going to be talking about something that has to do with summertime, so we'll talk about that on this week's top 10 countdown. So it will not be sports related or wrestling related. And then also coming up later on in the week, my friend Eric has asked me if I would do my 2021 early season prediction for LSU and give their over-under. So I will do that coming up sometime later on in the week. And I've also met another friend through social media that is a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. So I will try to give my prediction on what I think the Bengals are going to do in the 2021 season coming up sometime later on this week. And I also want to run down the card for AEW Double or Nothing for all you wrestling fans out there, because next Sunday is the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view, but I'm going to wait on that because, of course, Wednesday night Dynamite comes on, and so far they've had 9 matches announced, but they may announce 1 or 2 more on Dynamite this week, so I'm going to wait. So we'll do that coming up later on in the week as well. But if you're a Braves fan or know someone who is, please feel free to tell them to watch this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this week, I'm actually looking forward to doing my Braves report. I've been dreading it all year long, ever since baseball started, because the Braves have underperformed all season long through the first 7 weeks of the season. But if you watched last week's Braves report, you know that I predicted the Braves would go 5-2 last week. They actually went 4-3, so not quite as good as I expected, not quite as good as I hoped, but it was a winning week. And the way the Braves have played this year, anytime you get a winning week, you have to be excited about it. I was almost perfect. It was either Monday or Tuesday, I believe it was Tuesday, when A.J. Minter had a throwing error that led to 3 unearned runs for the Mets. Otherwise, the Braves would have gone 5-2 last week. But they started the week 3 games out in the division, and now they're only 1.5 games out in the division, tied with the Philadelphia Phillies in second place, 1.5 games behind the Mets. The Marlins are in 4th place. They're only 2 games out, and the Nationals are in dead last, 3 games below 500, and they're 2.5 games out. The Mets are 21-19, and the Braves and the Phillies are both 23-24. Now, the Mets have played 7 less games than the Braves and Phillies because their first 2 series of the year were canceled, and I've yet to hear Major League Baseball say when those games are going to be made up, but they're going to have to be at some point during the season because this division is so tight. Those 6 games that they lost could be the difference in them winning the division and them not winning the division unless either the Mets or the Phillies or the Braves go on a big long winning streak, because I still think the Braves win the division, and I don't think the Marlins or the Nationals will. So if the Braves don't win the division, it will be either the Mets or the Phillies, but I still think the Braves win it. So those 6 games the Mets have canceled, they will have to make up at some time during the season. But the Braves took 3 out of 4 games from the Pirates over the weekend. They lost Thursday 6-4 in extra innings, but then they scored 20 runs on Friday, 6 runs on Saturday, and 7 runs yesterday. That's 11 runs a game. Now, I know they're not going to average 11 runs a game all season long, but if they could average 6 or 7 runs a game all season long, they're going to win the majority of their games, because their bullpen struggled when the season first started, and their starting rotation struggled when the season first started. But their starting rotation the last 2 weeks has been excellent, minus Huescar Ynoa's first bad start of the season last Sunday, which led to him punching the bus and breaking his hand. He's now going to be out for approximately 2 months, and he was their best pitcher until he did that. But Ian Anderson is looking great. Max Fried's last 3 starts, he's been last year's Max Fried. He pitched yesterday in the win over the Pirates, went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 3, and only struck out 2. Now, 2 strikeouts for him is not much, but the stuff he had yesterday, he didn't need strikeouts. He was getting ground balls galore. He looked great. Chris Martin looked great in his 1 inning in the 8th. And then Edwin Santana, who the Braves traded for a few weeks back, looked great when closing out the game in the 9th inning. Austin Riley had 2 more home runs. He's now up to 9 home runs for the season. I know back about week 3, I was saying that Austin Riley just flat out couldn't hit, but now he's hitting like 325. He's actually the hottest hitter on the team right now. Acuna still leads the team in home runs. Acuna leads baseball in home runs with 15, but his batting average is down to about 280, so he's kind of coming down to earth with the batting average, but he still has all that power. But right now, more than likely, Acuna is going to get 40 home runs. If Freeman stays healthy, he's going to get 40 home runs. Ozuna's going to get 25 plus. Albies is going to get 25 plus. Riley's going to get 25 plus, and Swanson's going to get 20 plus. So right now, the Braves lineup 1 through 6, you're looking at all 6 of them getting at least 20 home runs. Right now, the Braves lead baseball in home runs, but they're still 1 game below 500. So for all the modern-day baseball fans, now you see that home runs don't win games, because the Braves are cranking up home runs left and right, and they're 1 game below 500. When they scored 20 runs on Friday night, they had, I think, 7 home runs and 2 grand slams, 1 from Acuna and 1 from Adrianza. Adrianza's actually doing a pretty good job hitting the ball right now. I do expect to see Shane Green make his debut for the 2021 season coming up sometime this week. The Braves have 2 off days this week. They're actually off today, and then they'll play the Red Sox in only a 2-game series on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they're off again on Thursday, and then they'll play the Mets over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So hopefully the Braves will actually be in first place when we do our Braves report coming up again next week. But I saw some good signs over the weekend. I know the Pirates aren't very good, but the way the Braves have played this year, the Braves have not played very good. So I don't think it was anything the Pirates done differently. I just think the Braves bats are finally coming to life, and I think their starting rotation is finally coming to life, and I slowly but surely see their bullpen coming to life. So I am starting to see a slow turnaround for the Braves. Hopefully it continues. The Red Sox are raking the ball right now. They're hitting the ball left and right. So those 2 games, Tuesday and Wednesday, should be fun to watch. And then maybe we can sweep the Mets coming up over the weekend. Jacob Degrom has been out with an injury, which is why the Mets are struggling. But he's supposed to come off the injured list and start for the Mets on Tuesday. So he's back now. But the good news is, since he's pitching Tuesday, maybe he won't pitch against the Braves. If he does, it won't be until Sunday. But I'm hoping that since he's just coming off the injury list, the Mets are going to kind of take their time with him, and the Braves will be lucky enough to miss him coming up over the weekend. But I'm glad they're getting their bats going, because they play the Dodgers coming up here in a couple of weeks, and we know the Dodgers are defending World Series champions, and they virtually brought back the same team. So I know it's going to be a tough series playing the Dodgers. So let's just hope the Braves keep hitting the ball the way they are right now. I'm excited to see them when d'Arnaud comes back, hopefully right after the All-Star break, and Pache should be back here in a couple of weeks. If he starts hitting, this Braves offense is going to be just as dominant as it was last year. If you didn't watch last week, they called up Tucker Davidson, who made one start out of the minor league system, and he's supposed to be a future star. In his one start, the Braves lost the game, but he pitched really, really good. And then Bryce Wilson pitched on Saturday, and he actually got the win, and he actually pitched good. He went 6 2/3 innings, only gave up 1 run. Now, he has, I believe, 2 wins on the season. Ian Anderson has 2 wins on the season, and now Max Fried has 2 wins on the season. So I do think the Braves are finally, slowly but surely, starting to turn it around. So if you're a Braves fan or know someone who is, please feel free to tell them to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and give me your thoughts on the Braves, because I finally see signs of life. The first part of the season, the Braves just looked like they had no desire to play. They looked like they were just out there thinking, well, we've got talent, we're going to win. But after that 20-run effort Friday night, they finally have a pulse. They look like they're finally wanting to play and finally excited about playing. So I look forward to see what the Braves can do coming up here in the next few weeks. Where did Captain Hook get his hook? At the secondhand store. That is your dad joke of the day. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them.